We're not the Christian church. We're not out here to get numbers. We are out here to save souls. It's not about numbers. It's about real men of God.
I'm going to show you what the Most High told us to do on the Sabbath. Give me Luke 14 and 20. What you're doing right now is what the Most High commands each and every black, Hispanic, and Native American man to do. We are out here raising up the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read that.
No, we're the propitiation of our sin.
And he is.
Jesus Christ is the propitiation of our sin.
That's right.
Bring it up. So that's the kind of nonsense we're talking about. Of God.
The what?
Oracles of God.
This Bible was only given to the children of Israel.
That's right.
It was not given to any African. It was not given to any Egyptian. Give me Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Because according to the Bible, we are at the bottom of society because we do not keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
And it's high time that we wake up out of sleep.
Neither keep they the king's law.
And they don't even keep the king's law. Because guess what? Just because the so-called white man says Sunday is the Sabbath, we say, no, that's not true. The Sabbath is on Saturday, and we're going to keep it on Saturday.
That's right.
And we're going to write up a written document saying I'm not working on the Sabbath. Because we're different from everybody else. We're not going to do what everybody else does. We're not going to sing and dance like the white man has told us to do over 400 years.
The Bible is a true book. Right now, if you love God and love Jesus, you'll be examining yourself and say, oh man, I can't celebrate Christmas no more.
Right.
Because God don't like it.
That's right.
If you really love God, you won't do what He hates.
Right.
So read on.
They fastened it with nails.
So wait a minute. The tree that's in your house, how is it standing up in your house? It's fastened down. Read.
And heaven, that it moves not.
Read.
They are upright as the palm tree.
They stand upright as the palm tree. Read.
But speak not.
Read.
They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither is it also in them to do good.
Is y'all reading this? We're reading out the Bible. We understand who God is because of the Bible.
That's right.
We understand who Jesus is because of the Bible.
Right.
We understand how to serve God in the Bible.
That's right.
We understand what God likes and dislikes in the Bible. But why are we adding things that's not in the Bible and saying that God loves it?
Right.
That He's a part of it.
Right.
Even when it's written that He was against that custom. But guess what? Go back to Corinthians. This is what happened. This is what happened.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus,
Our oppressor during slavery taught you another Jesus.
That's right.
Because if you knew the Jesus of the Bible, you would not celebrate Christmas.
That's
You
right.
would not be in the so-called Christian church,
Right.
Catholic church, Muslim mosque. You'll be doing exactly what the Bible say do.
Right.
As an Israelite, keeping God's commandments. Hold and read again.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached.
Guess what? You won't find this Jesus nowhere in the Bible. Somebody please come and show me that Jesus is white. Show me the scripture. Where in the Bible do it say that Jesus was Caucasian?
Right.
Please show me.
Right.
Please show me. I'm waiting. I haven't seen the scripture yet. But we got this picture up in our house. We got crosses and Jesus pieces around our neck. Some of you went to the extent of tattooing this image on your body.
Right.
But guess what? The Most High God said what? Read it again.
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached,
Read.
or if you receive another spirit,
You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you Israelites, have received another spirit.
That's right.
You don't have the spirit that this Bible is talking about. You have an oppressor spirit.
Right.
That's right.
You have a devilish spirit, a satanic spirit, unknowingly. Christmas was wicked until we read the Bible.
Right.
We didn't know Thanksgiving was wicked until we read the Bible.
That's right.
We didn't learn this in the Christian church. We didn't learn this in the Catholic Church. We didn't learn it in the educational system.
Right.
That's why God said, blessed is he that readeth. Blessed is he that readeth. Blessed is he that readeth. Our people do not read by the millions.
That's right.
We are masters of word of mouth. We go on hearsay. We follow what everybody else is doing. You got a question, my brother?
This brother said he learned he was Israel when he was in prison.
I just did 10 and I converted over to prison. But he said I didn't convert. I came to the knowledge.
So you understand that you're an Israelite, right?
Yes, sir.
And what does that mean to be Israelite?
Original black man from the tribe, one of the tribes, one of the sons of Abraham. Can I get it right? Because my brother-in-law, Javon, he holds the teachers at the house in Jackson, Lake Jackson. Okay. And I haven't been out there in a while, but we used to study together and chop it up.
So when you understood that you was an Israelite, what comes with that? Is that just saying that now I'm a Baptist? I'm an apostolic?
No, what it said is that it taught me that I was the original black man. I descended from the original black man.
Okay.
One of the sons of Abraham. I don't want to say, it was a lot of stuff that woke me up in that. And I found that in prison to be better than Christianity, stuff that I didn't know, that was hid from me. You know, it really woke me up, man. I rolled with it 9.5 years. Yeah.
So guys, check this out. When we came into the understanding knowing that we were Israelites, we knew that it just didn't stop there.
Right.
It ain't just not, I'm an Israelite.
Right.
We understood that in the Bible, God requires something of his chosen people.
Right.
So what did God require of us?
Well, I studied all the dietary laws.
Okay, laws.
The laws, right.
Laws.
The laws, right.
So was it just the dietary laws, or
no, it was the
whatever
laws.
that's written inside this Bible that this God is talking about, he's supposed to do, right?
Right. The part that we learned in prison was the Old Testament, what we call the Tanakh.
Okay.
And we studied out of the Tanakh. And what we did, we actually called it the universe. We set the table out. We had the encyclopedias. We had the Tanakh. And we learned about colors. We learned about the name. That every name had a sound. Every name. You know, we went into the whole
this.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So, us being Israelites, God requires something of us. Requirement means something you must do.
Right.
So we can't just say we Israel
Right.
and then walk around here as our lost brothers think they're African American.
Right.
And think that they're Baptists. And think that things of that nature. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So what is God saying is required of us? What do we must do as being Israelites? As being God's chosen people? As being above all people upon the face of the earth?
Right.
It's something that comes along with that. We don't get that status.
Right.
We don't get that glory just for nothing.
Right.
We have to do something. Watch this.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
God said we got to fear him, okay?
to walk in all his ways,
Walk in all his ways
and to love him,
and to love him. That's three different things. How do I do that? Read on.
and to serve the Lord thy
Serve
God
the Lord thy God, read.
with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Got to fear God, walk in his ways, love the Lord with all my heart, soul, and mind. How do I perform all these things that is required of me? Read on.
To keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
So when you keep God's commandments, this is what the Christian church will never teach our people.
Right.
That's why it's false.
Right.
That when you obey God's rules, that's what commandments is. When you obey God's rules, you're fearing him.
Right.
You're loving him.
Right.
You're serving him.
Right.
You're worshiping him
Right.
with all your heart, soul, and mind.
That's right.
You ain't worshiping God listening to Kirk Franklin. You ain't worshiping God on Sunday morning in church.
Right.
You ain't worshiping God listening to gospel radio or gospel TV.
Read out.
We're going to read it verbatim out the Bible again. How do we serve God? Read again.
The whole thing?
Deuteronomy, yeah.
Gotcha. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
God required for us to do something. It ain't no you can serve God whatever way you please. That's not in here.
Right.
They said that, but where can I read that? Where you get that thought from? It's not in here.
That's right.
God requires you to do exactly what he say do.
Right.
You have children?
Yes. Lord.
You have a daughter. If you told your daughter, I want you to be in the house at 10 o'clock, Is 10 o'clock optional? Can she come in at 10:45? 12 o'clock. She had to do it exactly the way you said it, right? So how do we tell God now? He said exactly what he wants us to do. We say, you know what, I read that, but I want to do it this way. We won't do it with our children. We won't do it in our relationships. But with God, we change all this, the whole thought process change.
Bring it out.
So what's required of us to do is read it again.
And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
The Israelites is the black man, black woman, Hispanic man and woman, Native Indian man and woman. We are the Israelites. We ain't African American.
Right.
That's a slave name. We ain't black.
That's right.
We ain't Haitian. You examine any of them names that go back to slavery.
That's right.
That's what the white man called the people in those Pacific lands. Period. To make it plain to you. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
So God says it's a requirement for us to fear him. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways.
And
read.
to love him.
And to love him. Read.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul.
How do we perform all that? How do I fear God? How do I walk in his ways? How do I love him? We always say we love God. How do God want to be loved? How do we serve him with all our heart, soul, and mind? That he said is a requirement. Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's how we do it. So when we keep the Sabbath day holy, we fulfilling all that. When me as a man, I follow the laws of having a beard, of having fringes. As a woman, when we don't wear the pants, we put on our righteous royal apparel, dresses and skirts. We're serving God. We're loving him with all our heart, soul, and mind.
Right.
That's written. But guess what? Hold this, go back to 2 Corinthians again. Watch this. Why are we not doing it today? Why now, and we got all these churches, and there's so many different beliefs of one book? Because of this right here. Read it again.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 4. For he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
Because we never got taught the Jesus of the Bible. In slavery, when we talk about God, we should ask them, what God is you talking about? There's a lot of gods in earth. But he was talking about Jesus. What Jesus you talking about? Because this Jesus is not in the Bible.
Right.
We read about this in the Bible.
That's right.
Verbatim. We don't.
Whom we have not preached.
They never preached this. Before slavery, this could never happen. Only a destroyed people would think this. This is what not reading and writing does.
Right.
When he keep knowledge away from you, you'll believe whatever he's saying. So getting back to so who taught us that? Who taught us this?
European.
Who's European? So-called white man, right? He told us that Jesus was white. Told us that we was black, African American, Negro, color, whatever that. It changes as the wind blows.
Right.
But God said that we are the Israelites.
That's right.
And as Israelites, we're supposed to keep his commandments. Now, as a man, what law, give me a law that we have to be keeping. Because that's what we have to learn.
Being cleanliness, being clean. As a man, your hygiene.
I'm gonna give you a simple law. That's easy to do. That's easy. You're not gonna break a sweat doing it. Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So as an Israelite, which are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian men and women, as a man, God requires us to keep his commandments, his rules. One of his rules is that his men have hair on their head, hair on their face. So we can't rock the Michael Jordan look. We can't rock the Charles Barkley look, Tyrese look. The Israelite man, you have to have hair on your head.
That's right.
That was a law, a rule of God. We can't look like everybody else.
Right.
He wants you to look a certain way, dress a certain way, act a certain way. You was chosen people. So read it again.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Is that hard for you to do? You can't break a sweat. That's easy. But guess what? Some brothers say, to hell with what God say. I'm fine. I'm handsome. I got swag. I'm a playboy. So guess what? I like to ball my hair. I want to thin out my beard. I want to shave this off and just have this. No, God said, I made you. You mine. You chosen.
That's right.
I want you to look exactly like this.
Bring it out.
So for our sisters, same now, that's just one rule for men. For our sisters who are Israelites, Israelite means you're a prince of God. The sister's princess. A prince and a princess is what? Is that regular people?
Royalty.
You what? Royalty.
That's right.
Royalty. Royalty don't look like common folks. Do we see? Now I'm gonna use a very plain common example. The Queen of England. Do the Queen of England watch apple bottoms? Do she wear spandex?
Right.
Is she trying to show off her thighs or figure her breasts?
Bring it out.
Why is that? Because she understands she's royalty. And she carries herself a certain way. And they're not royalty.
Right.
Our black women, y'all the royalty of
That's
God.
right.
A simple law that God placed. Let's just be sure to
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman,
the Israelite woman, the princess of God, the royalty of God.
right,
What do God require for the woman to do? Read.
shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What do women wear that pertain to a man, brother? Pants. And guess what? It's common for us to wear pants. That's fashion. They have all type of pants. And everybody's doing it. And if you're not doing that, you're the weirdo. You're kind of weird. Why are you not doing that? You're strange. But the Israelites, what you are, this is the way God makes you different from everybody.
That's right.
Do not y'all see that? Sisters, whatever way you rock your hair, everybody in the world wanna rock it. The way you dance, they wanna rock it. It's white women take their body up to have y'all shape. Y'all are leaders in everything else but righteousness. Why? Because you don't have the knowledge.
Bring it
That's
out.
why we out here for.
That's right.
To show you who you really are.
Right.
And how you're supposed to roll. Watch this, read again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So the woman's garment would be what? What would be a woman's garment? Dress, panties, anything that a woman will wear. Now guess what? We got brothers that's making billions doing this stuff. Tyler Perry, Eddie Murphy, all these actors dress up like women. It's funny. No, God said, I hate that thing. You're not supposed to do that. A man's supposed to be a man, a woman's supposed to be a woman.
Right.
Clear, cut, and defined. So for the sisters, those that believe in God, is just gonna love him, serve him with all their heart and all their soul and mind, will come back and do that. Now guess what? Is that saying that, okay, because we tell the sisters you can't wear pants, like, oh, so I'm supposed to dress like an old lady? Sisters, just like y'all made jeans, spandex, beautiful, y'all can make dresses beautiful.
That's right.
You can rock skirts beautifully. You can rock hair coverings beautifully. That's what y'all do best.
Right.
But y'all have not been gathered into y'all proper spot according to God. But we in the land that God says he's gonna raise up his man to show y'all the way. That's what we out here to do. We ain't gonna hit us to church. Church say you do what? Come as you are. Whatever way you wanna be is cool with God. Just, hey, show me that. I've been looking for that for years. I heard folks say it over and over again, but I never read it. God is concise and exact on what he wants from us.
Right, right.
And he's not bending on it. There is no wiggle room in it. So, what's another one for the first? We got the sisters. So when it comes to sisters, you gotta put on your royalty. Your royalty. Wearing pants is beneath in this right woman. We have to see it like that. That's beneath us. Brothers being clean shaven, we are to look regal, royal, like men, like women.
Right.
You don't supposed to look for, is that a girl or a boy? Is that a man or a woman? No, we're supposed to see that a mile away. That's a man, that's a woman. So the sisters can't put on the pants, can't put on the boy shorts. What's some other things, brothers? Gym shorts, anything that pertains to a man. Wife beaters. And brothers, and it said the same, but we gotta take off the thongs. We gotta take off the bras.
That's right.
We gotta stop trying to get into our feminine side.
Right.
We gotta take off the man purses. Wearing makeup, all these different things that, wait a minute, that pertains to a woman. You're a man. And the reason why we don't know these things is we don't know who we are. We go by what they call fashion and trends. Do you know the young men are wearing skirts now? I would never thought that would be a fashion thing now. But Kanye West did it, 2 Chainz,
Yep.
R. Kelly, everybody, it's a fashion now. And you think, hell no. Somebody say, hey man, you wanna wear this skirt? Oh no, what's wrong with you? But now they got brothers doing it on TV for the world to see. We are destroyed. Give me Hosea 4:6 real quick, brother. Hosea 4:6. Us being ignorant of what God is talking about, we are out here walking like zombies. The walking dead. Watch this.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people!
My people, who's God's people? According to the Bible, that's us. It's not everybody. Now I know the whole world, this man been telling us for years that it means everybody, but when we actually read for ourselves, it's only talking about these people in the Bible. The same people who've been afflicted for the longest,
Right.
Who's on the bottom of society, who are always fighting for justice and for rights, the ones that's always getting jailed and killed, the ones that's always what? In need. Ain't no way around it. God is clear on who his people is, and he made it that way. Watch this, read it again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
These people on here are destroyed because they don't know who God is. They don't know their customs and ways. You know, you celebrate Christmas. You celebrate Christmas? You celebrate Christmas? Now do Christmas got anything to do with us? You know where it comes from, sister? Christmas. Where it comes from? Expound with us. We're your brothers. Don't be ashamed. I can't hear you. That's the day Jesus was born? Where's that button? Hey, brother. Was Jesus born on December 25th? You sure?
I heard it was because of Enoch in the Tanakh. When I read the Tanakh, I don't know if I'm quoting it right, that when Enoch died, the tree was planted. And on that tree they hung in commemoration to Enoch.
Not Enoch, Tammuz.
Tammuz, I'm sorry.
The only thing you messed up with that.
Okay.
It goes back into paganism, worshiping the idol. Now we read Exodus 20, Lord said we tried no other gods before. We don't even know when we celebrate Christmas that we worship another God. Why? Because this was taught to us. I thought the same, everybody up here thought the same thing.
Right.
So how do we not celebrate Christmas? Because Christmas was all gifts. Anytime you're getting something, you don't turn that down. But why do we stop doing it? Because we read something here and found out, damn, is that bad to God? If I truly love God, I'm gonna stop doing that. He's against that. Now, nowhere in the Bible do we read that Jesus' birthday is December 25th. Nowhere in the Bible. Actually, he wasn't born nowhere near that time. He was born in the spring, around Passover. So the 25th thing is something that's thrown out there, and we didn't look into it. Hey, no, we just roll with it because everybody else rolls with it. We got sales going on, we get off from work. Hey, it's all good to me. Let's do it. The exact date, you know, we never had exact dates. The time that he was born was around Passover. So we found in the
Luke chapter 2 and verse 41. When his parents went to Jerusalem.
Hey, sis, you got a fire?
I do.
Okay, make sure you read that, huh? Be safe out here.
Every year at the feast of Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
So check it out, brother. Hey, brother, you was right. Jesus' birthday is not December 25th. The Bible tells you when around the time he was born. And it was not in the dead of winter. It was in the spring, around Passover.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.